You just have to want it. If you want it and you want to do something, you just got to do it. Nothing in life is straight up, and nothing is really flatlined. It's there's ups and downs, and it's part of growth, and that's part of doing anything. My name is Natanel Junger. I live in Nachlaot. I'm originally from the Bronx in New York City, Riverdale. I grew up there. I came here when I was 17 years old, came to yeshiva. I was here for a few years and then went to America to do college. I did an undergraduate and then I did a master's degree in social work and then postmaster's in family therapy. After which I worked in family therapy, went into fundraising for a little bit, and then from there I did one event and realized that event production was something that I want to do with my life. We used to come here every year. Growing up, we came for Sukkot almost every year. I have a lot of family here, and I fell in love with the land. I don't even know if it was as much of a choice. It was more of just that I just need to be here. My whole life, pretty much, I just knew that this is where I wanted to be. I feel a very special connection to Jerusalem. The energy here, the excitement, my soul just very much speaks to Jerusalem. Even when I go out for a day trip and I go out, or for a few days, and then when I come back to Jerusalem, I feel very connected here. So right now I do event production and luxury travel experiences, a logistics and production company. And we merged, we started off as an event production company, and clients were coming into Israel, not only looking for us to do their bar mitzvahs, but also to, they needed a driver, they needed trips, they wanted chefs, they wanted, different areas of their trip planned, and they wanted just one person to deal with everything. So I had one client who asked me from Lakewood, actually, and from there kind of just took off. And that's what we do. We do productions and logistics for people's trips to Israel. Very much, yeah. I love what I do. Like I said, I started off with one event, and it was an event that it was in the Old City. It was quite a complicated event for a few reasons. One, the Old City is a much more complicated place to do events in general, and it was a Saturday night event, which makes food and preparation, you have a much shorter window until the guests arrive. It was an event that I would have been a guest at, and I ended up planning the event. I loved it. All my friends were there, and I was there running the event instead of being a guest. But I had a great time, and I realized, okay, this is something that I want to do. Left my job in fundraising and social work, and I moved to this field. You just have to want it. If you want it and you want to do something, you just got to do it. Nothing in life is straight up, and nothing is really flatlined. It's there's ups and downs, and it's part of growth, and that's part of doing anything. You want to get more fit, you got to work out, you got to push more weight. It's hard, but the results are you're getting what you want. So I wouldn't say it was particularly hard, but there was definitely challenging parts to it, and it still is. Every day. Listen, I'm a small business. We're trying to grow. It's definitely not easy street, but I do really enjoy what I do. I love being able to bring people and give people a great experience in Israel and in Yerushalayim. So it's very meaningful. So the challenges, they're real, but they, when you want it, they kind of it's part and parcel of growth and of life. I used business coaches, clients actually. I work with some very successful people, so they helped me out a lot. I spoke a little bit with Mati here in Jerusalem, one of the services here in Jerusalem, business coaching, and they had an online course that I did. So I got some help, but I think most of building a business is just doing and trying to learn more and just do more, and hope it works out. So I'd like to grow by building the production side of things. So, we've done events, everything from 2-person anniversary events, so chef dinners up north, to 1,500-person events, which was the largest event that we've done to date. But I would like to get into doing even larger events and doing trade shows and things of that size. And I would like to have a different kind of split the business into two, where we're doing one just more production and larger events, and then the other half would be more travel, not necessarily only focused on the luxury market, but kind of just a meaningful travel to Israel and to Jerusalem, and getting to experience Jerusalem and Israel in a new way. Very much what we try to focus on now in our trips is not to give the run-of-the-mill trips, but to give people unique experiences that even somebody who's been here to Israel, more than once, or even many times in his life, but to give him a unique perspective into Yerushalayim, into the Shomron, into the hills of Hebron, into various places in Israel, to give them just a new taste, maybe a little bit more of an insider look at what goes on in some of these places, and to help them fall in love the same way that I did. I really like Gilo, actually, like by the Tayelet over there. It's a bit classic, but it's really a beautiful spot. It's quiet. There's a nice place to walk over there. I'll tell you, another one of my favorite things about Jerusalem is that there's always more to discover. You can go really pretty much, you walk 10 minutes in any direction, and you're in a new community. You're in a new, we're right here right now. We're in town area. You can walk up to Nachlaot. You have 10 minutes to Geula and Mea Shearim. You can walk to the shuk. There's so much to explore, and kind of there's never a dull moment. It's always, you want a change of scenery, you want to see something new, you want to experience something new. I just found this, this really old Gil bakery, this beautiful, this an older lady who's been making the filling for her apple tarts, for 50 years, and she makes it by hand. And I just found, I live right next to it, and I just discovered it now. I've been in the area for 8 years already. So there's always new to discover, and there's always, kind of with time, the longer I've been in Israel and the longer I've been in Jerusalem, the more I've fallen in love, and the more time I spend here. And I don't mean to sound cliche, but it's true. The more time I spend here, the more I really I just love Yerushalayim, and it's a big schus, it's a big merit to be able to be here.